Hey there Internet, Keeve here, and welcome to the Cars and Keeve YouTube channel. And in this video, a little bit of change of a pace. How about a garden sprayer battle? Now, how did all this take place? Well, my favorite sprayer, the Gilmore here, it's just kind of lost its way. See, the clicker sometimes doesn't click. I mean, it was amazing for years. And you click, it runs. You click off, it runs. It's a really satisfying click. You have flow control on the back that's separate from the trigger, which is really nice. The patterns were really good. And it's time to replace it. So let's go ahead and something different. And what I want is a combination of this and this. So this is your fireman nozzle. The problem about these nozzles is you have to have a lot of flow for this to work really at all. But sometimes I just want to use the garden sprayer and not the pressure washer. And for those of you who don't even have a pressure washer and this is all you got, I want to be able to flow all the water and be able to have really good pressure rinse. That cannot be achieved with this because this limits flow to between 2.5 and 3.1 gallons per minute, depending on the clickable pattern that it sits on. On shower, it's like 2.7, 2.8. These have thumb drives, which means you move the thumb up, it increases the flow, but you can't set the flow and then just click the flow on and off. It's set that flow, it's gonna run continuously until you either turn the spigot off or you thumb this down. So these are all metal. They do have some rubber accents, but that was one of the biggest thing is it needed to be metal and the thumb drive needed to be metal. Now, some of these, it was difficult when I was shopping on Amazon. I couldn't tell if the pictures, the way it was painted, if it was metal or not. But all these are metal because that's one of the biggest fail points of a thumb drive is it breaks on the thumb drive piece here. The plastic will break off somewhere. I went to Home Depot, Ace Hardware, Lowe's. I couldn't find one with a metal thumb drive. I had to go to Amazon, which is good because I found some gems in here. If you watched the previous video, this right here, wow. We can weigh them, tell you the weight of them, how many patterns they have. We can tell you the flow. Other than that, it's personal opinion whether you like the pattern that's being sprayed. So this is the Orbit. It's an 8 pattern. You see you have 8 different patterns on here, and it has the shower coming on the outside. You have that metal thumb drive, as I was saying, with my hand like this. I have to really push to get that to go, but it does have this grip right here that really helps out. It does have a little bit shorter handle than the rest, and it's a little bit more compact than the rest. The plastic is right here is really nice. It's a little bit softer, so you know it's not going to get brittle and break. Everything else is rubber coated all through here. And one bad thing is the naming of the different types of spray patterns. They're just kind of glossed on top of a matte black finish, so it's really hard. So I don't have to name it to you. It's like shower, cone, center, mist, jet, full, H sweep, V sweep, and back to shower. This is the Eden, same as the Orbit's, very more of a compact style. The thumb drive, this one is actually a little bit easier to get to, a little bit more comfortable, and the contour of this is more ergonomic. It has really nice, it's like a rubbery material right here that's covering over this plastic, which kind of helps protect it. What's really nice is this one is very easily readable, and just it's a nice little form factor, and it has 7 patterns. So you got shower, jet, flat, center, cone, soaker, mist. This is the green mount. Now, what you'll notice about this is common across Amazon and rebranded across multiple brands in different colors. This is kind of a, silver and black. I don't know what kind of pattern you would call that. This little yellow piece though, right? I really like this because this is recessed into the thumb drive. So it doesn't sit on top. So when you're sitting here doing this, it's not making your thumb go further out. Your thumb's closer. But it has a longer handle with much better finger positions. I really like that. It is a much larger pattern, obviously. And you can see it has a lot of patterns on the front, but this model doesn't have all of the patterns. You can see how differently it does its shower pattern here in the middle, and the other patterns are kind of on the outside. Some of these, they're there for manufacturing purposes, but they're not actually operational. So we actually only have 6 patterns on this. We have a soaker, cone, flat, mist, jet, and back to shower. This is the Yardine, and this has the nicest look and finish of all of them for sure. It basically looks like a high-end kitchen faucet sprayer. It comes with that kind of finish. It says it's metal, does not say what kind of metal it is, but it is not magnetic, so I don't really know, but it's really, really heavy. You see up here, the names are on this kind of a polished surface, which is bad. As you can see, the jet is already starting to rub off, but you have full, flat, cone, mist, soaker, shower, and the click on this. Oh, that's kind of nice. And this one fits your hand because it's, you know, a little bit longer of a handle. But now look at how much I have to do to get that to go up. But the good thing is it's not down here. So I'm a little bit further up. I could slide my hand down and make it a lot easier. This one, they all have a really good flow to them once you get them moving. It's just getting them moving is the problem sometimes. So currently right now on Amazon, it's just $22. The Yardine, the green mount is $16, but you can get it in other colors, which I don't like. This was the most neutral that I could find. There's like greens and blues and all kinds of stuff. They're like $13, $14. The Orbit is about $18 to $19. The Eden is right at about $19 to $20. So these are all, they're not expensive, but you're getting a really good metal piece. The green mount, 0.42 pounds. We got the Yardine, 0.55 pounds. That feels so much heavier than that though. That's crazy. The Orbit is 0.39 and the Eden is 0.37. So I mean, between 0.37 and 0.55 pounds. So before we get any further, go ahead and check out the links below for anything in the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, check out carsandkey.com. Let's get the testing. Using the same 5/8" Flexilla hose, all the piping on my pressure washer setup is a 1/2 inch. So that kind of limits the flow to on a 50-foot hose at 5/8. I think the most you can get GPM wise is like 9.5. Multiple meters, but this is the meter going to my pressure washer. It measures flow and everything, but it's in line. This one right here is just for your garden hose, so anybody can pick this up. They're about $15 to $20. Just like an odometer in a car, you can set multiple, almost like trip times, and then it gives you your gallons per minute flow. All right, here goes nothing. Now this is built up, right? So the pressure's built up. When I turn that switch, we're gonna get the most we're ever gonna get. Woo! Right when it first came out, it was like 10.5 gallons per minute, but it immediately started scaling down to 8 and then finally settling at 7.5 consistent. Like this one, all the way up is stopped and you have to pull down. So actually, when I was saying earlier about ergonomics, pulling down instead of pushing up, just preference. Here's shower. Actually, that one is 4.6 gallons per minute. Jet, 3 gallons per minute. Or shower, let's check that again on shower. I don't like the pattern. It's inconsistent would be the word. This one, as you can see, is different. Down is closed, and then we have to push up. Wow, that's a nice shower pattern right there. Consistent across. Coned out, we don't have a lot of water loss up and down. I don't even feel mist. That's a really nice pattern. And at 4.1 gallons per minute. Jet, 2.9 gallons per minute. And I'll say it in every video, the Flexilla with the swivel just makes life so much easier. Rather than spinning this around, I can just turn that, and I can actually get double leverage by holding the handle and holding the swivel. I'm turning one direction and turning the hose the other direction. I'm getting a nice seal. This one as well, the lever down is off and then fully up. This is shower. That's a really good spray pattern too. Not a whole lot of loss in spray. It's not as concentrated. These seem to be a little bit higher of a pressure. That's 4.5 gallons per minute. And jet, 3.4 gallons per minute. And here is the Orbit. Now I will warn you at a time, when things go the way I like, I get a little excited. So I've already tried this one before. Lever down as well as the others. Let's have it on shower. Here we go. You could just hear it. Really nice spray pattern. Not a lot of loss in water. 5.2 gallons per minute. That is the highest gallons per minute that we've gotten in shower. Now I have gotten more than 5 before. I've gotten almost 7. So I don't know if the water in the neighborhood's different today, or maybe my wife's running the washing machine upstairs at the same time. This is jet. That's 5.1 gallons per minute on jet. All right, I actually just found out my wife was running the washing machine upstairs at the same time. I'll quickly go back and check what kind of gallons per minute I'm getting now. Oh, wow. So taper down to about 7.1 gallons per minute. So obviously in my house, you can actually hear the water running. It's trying to fill up all the pipes because I am running the water faster than it basically replenished the house. But that just shows you that this thing has no limit. All the other ones, they'll flow the same amount because that's the most they can flow. This one just seems to really have no limit, and I love it for that. So this is what it's like. You can feel the impact. That's really going to make sure, especially if you're doing a car wash without a pressure washer, to make sure that you're getting all that residue and chemicals off of the surface. This is 3 gallons per minute. Big difference between the two. Full is nice, like I said. It's all over me. But that one really isn't for the full. It's for the ability to turn this up and fill up a foam cannon, which is the right amount of water, Roundup sprayer, anything like that. Jet. So. That's crazy. Cleaning the lug nuts on your wheel, your tire, that's the biggest thing is when you're doing a wash without a pressure washer, washing wheels and tires, the residue that can be left on the tire, the wheel, and the crevices can leave a lot of streaking. Something like this is really going to get that stuff off. You can still use this for either one. Like I have the monitor on the wall. I can run this full blast, and when I get to that final rinse, I can just dial it down to 2.5 gallons per minute and get that final rinse, because we're not at that point where we're not supposed to be getting residue off the car. That should have been taken care of with the main rinses. That final rinse is just keep work all of the other water off the panel. To where what's left is just beads of deionized water that should not leave any water spots. So here is the Yardine. Like I said, it's the nicest looking of them all, but the minute you drop it one time on concrete, it's not gonna look good anymore because it's gonna get scratched up. But like I said before, this is up the top. This is flowing in on a shower at like 4.6, 4.7 gallons per minute. But I would say that that's more of a soaking type of spray pattern, not really a shower type of spray pattern. It's just erratic. It's all over the place. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So here's a green mount on a shower, 4.3, 4.4 gallons per minute. You see it's a different type of shower. It doesn't hit as hard as the Orbit or even the other one. It just doesn't have that oomph behind it to help get residue and soap off the car. Now here's Jet. Now the eating here is the closest that you can get to the Orbit. This gets about 4.9 gallons per minute. It's the most you can get. That's got a little bit more oomph to it. Look at the pattern. It's like a perfect circle in the middle. There's nothing hitting in the middle. So when you're spraying around, it's only hitting this circle. The inside is getting nothing. Here's Jet. I mean, they all do well on Jet. I mean, you gotta admit. Now, in the end, the Orbit is my favorite, and it's basically just because of that flow. So much potential with the flow that my house really can't keep up. My wife was using a washing machine. It slowed it down to 5 gallons per minute. Now, all of them, they all have goods and bads. I just like this one, the rubberiness right here. I just got to feel that metal with the rubber coating. It's really nice. The metal on the side, the grip, everything is there. The only problem is you know, that little thumb part. This one is the best of all worlds. Don't check out the links below for anything that was in the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to check out carswithgeek.com. Bloopers coming up. Probably not many of them. I think I killed this video, and the few times that I screwed up, it wasn't recording. So there you go. See you in the next video.